the thief from the cross. You could take one look at me and knew I was trouble. Every time I come to the crossroads in my life, I chose the path of least resistance. I guess debauchery is another word for it. It seemed harmless. First in my head, then in ways I thought no one would notice. And somehow, it became my way of life. It became me. I was indecent, immoral, impure, the one to blame. Condemnation didn't stir me much. My constant companion. It made sure I knew I was never enough. But shame. Now shame. I hadn't known. I'd sufficiently hidden in the shadows. Now I was in the light. Today all my crimes were listed, first read aloud, then nailed above my head. As I hang here, the pain is agonising, but there's something that hurts worse. It's something nobody can see. It's suddenly understanding the person I really am. The person nobody knows, or I thought nobody knew. When he looked at me and said I would be with him in paradise, he looked right into my soul. What else could I do but let him? I could feel myself slipping away. I had no hope. Any chance to make up for what I had done was over. I was getting what I deserved. For who was I and what I did? And there he hung next to me, dying for crimes that he'd never committed, telling me I'd be able to come with him. Nobody ever told me that. Nobody cared enough. Nobody had ever said in my whole life, you are with me. He knew everything about me, and I barely knew him at all. But I believed him. That's all he needed. And then he never let me go. All I know is I had no hope. My sins took me further away from God, but Jesus stood in the gap. Jesus knew everything I had done, and when he looked at me, he saw the depths of my dark soul, and still he chose to take on the punishment that I deserved. His blood was shed for me, and I stand here forgiven. Why?